Hello guys, welcome to another video of match day reaction. Sevilla 4, Barcelona 1. Absolutely terrible game. Absolutely shambolic game. I mean, where do we start with this game? Absolutely terrible. I didn't watch the game. I started watching the game to the 14th minute when Barca conceded the first goal. Oh man, it's terrible. I look at it. We'll get into this one step at the time. We'll try to because I was so mad. There's a reason why I'm making this video hours after the game. Because I'm just trying to, you know, digest. I'm just trying to understand what really went wrong in that game. And I look at it like this. The 14 minute or so, or 18 minutes or so, whatever time was the first goal. And let's start with Araujo. Araujo has not been the same. It's two things with Araujo. He hasn't been the same since that PSG game 2 years ago where he gave away that I don't know that penalty. He hasn't been the same. That challenge of Marco Bacola, he hasn't really been the same since that game. And he has been panic. He has been on and off. He'll have a good game today. 2 weeks later or so, he will have a bad game. I mean, he's been great coming off the bench. Araujo has been, more than amazing coming off the bench. But starting games, Araujo has been terrible. It's two things. The other part is I was looking at going through X, and most Barca fans they are like, he's the high line is not his game. That could be true too. That could be true too. The high line is not the game, but we consider goal, that penalty from a corner. It's the same thing we've been saying. Why are you making challenge of a guy that is going nowhere? He's literally going nowhere. He has no option in the box crowded. I mean, the ball is literally rolling out of bounds. He's out of idea. Either he's gonna try to put it back on your leg looking for a corner, or he's gonna play it outside, or he's gonna go out of bounds. Like, why are you wrestling with him? Just let him run. Just stand behind him. He and the guy get into a toss and get a terrible, terrible, terrible penalty. And since then, it hasn't been the same. I'll say this: La Liga refereeing is terrible. La Liga refereeing is terrible. This defeat is not on La Liga refereeing, but the momentum of the game changed. The second goal, why is that not a foul on Jules Koundé? Why many people refereeing experts will tell us that it's a foul. The Sevilla guy literally reached out for the ball, and Koundé's leg was on the way and touches him. It doesn't matter how soft it is. We saw what people got yesterday for a red card and a penalty. The whole world saw it. It's absolutely terrible. I think, and we'll digress a little bit here. Barcelona fans should start putting pressure on referees. Don't attack kids. That's different. So-called big clubs attacking kids. That's another story for another day. But Barca fans should start doing the same thing that other fans are doing, attacking referees. Before games, put pressure on social media, put pressure on a refereeing association in Spain, put pressure on them. Put pressure on the referee as much as you can. We saw that with Real Madrid last year. They put pressure on the referee. They put pressure on their kids. They follow the children to school. They follow the wife to the market. They put pressure on the guy. Like, they just make the guy's life miserable in a way that if they lose a game, it's not because the referee called a foul, which is right or wrong. It's because they lost the game because they had to. I think Barca should start doing the same thing. Start putting pressure on referees. Referees should be under pressure too before big games, before any game. It doesn't matter. Start putting pressure on him, and him put pressure on them. The ref of the game will put pressure on him. You go stay at his house or something, because I cannot imagine that wasn't given as a foul. You even look at it on VAR, it's a foul all day. And okay, we remove that. Why is Jules Koundé trying? What was he trying to do there with the ball? Why is he keeping the ball for himself? Toss it backward. There's no one apart from toss it backward, or you send it away. I didn't really I know the game. I haven't really played, but I play at the amateur level. I once went to a training center, and they told me, if you have a ball and there's no option, boot it in front or boot it outside for a corner. Why is he trying? What was he trying? What was the magic he was trying to perform? in that area, that circumstance at that time. I wonder. I wonder. And oh man, I was so mad with this game. I left it in the 90 minutes. And the highline thing is another thing. I mean, you support your team through the highline. I guess you have to stick with them through the highline. Either dead or alive, you have to stick with them through the highline. But you see, Barca has the ball, it goes in for everybody's in the midfield. I'm like, what's chasing you guys? But I guess it's the instruction from the coach. Everybody was shaky. Passes were just sloppy. Um, Sevilla had a very, very good game plan. They had two players running with Pedri all the time. They didn't bother about, and they had and the way what they did was they held the ball. They know that they just had to put it in front. As they just kick in front, they knew that an opportunity somehow someone will be there, and it worked not all the time. They just send it in front. They just send it in front. They knew that someone would quicker, and that's the killer side of a down high line. The killer part of the high line is the high line takes a lot of energy out of the players defending. You have to go back front, back front, back front, back front. It takes a lot of energy. Sevilla just had the ball and they just passed it, and they had someone running through. The VAR even didn't need to look at it. VAR didn't even need to look at most of those goals because they just had it, they put it in front, and someone was through. Someone was through. I think adjustment needs to be made. Um, Barcelona is missing Inigo Martinez a lot. Like he's missing Inigo Martinez a lot. I mean, once upon a time, Manchester United came in for our. I don't know why that offer was rejected. Still don't know why to today. Um, Teams had once upon a time teams came. Juventus once upon a time came knocking. Bayern came knocking for Araujo. I think that they should have considered those offers because uh, because man, it don't really. The point is, Barca is most of their players are like second half genius. First half disaster. I mean, you look at Danny Olmo. I don't know what happened to him. I noticed something with him since last season where he comes off the bench. He's amazing. He's fantastic. When he starts game, he's not the best. He's average. But when he comes off the bench, like time wasting and things like that, give it to him. Um, and I look at it. It was just. I just feel like it wasn't the day. I mean, when it was not your day, lose by 2-1, guys, or at least take a draw. Don't you take four? We're taking four. We're taking four from Sevilla, who is not informed. Who is not informed from Sevilla, who is not informed. That's the sad thing. I look at and you look at it, the opportunities we had before the third goal. Um, Ronnie, I don't know his last name. I don't want to pronounce it, so that's wrong. He has the ball. He goes through. Rashford is literally there. Just pass it to him. He still goes and shoots it. And what annoys me, shoot it to the goalkeeper. That's what annoys me with that whole thing. He shots it to the goalkeeper who just takes the ball and lay down. He had again another one. He kicks it on the goalkeeper. Lewy penalty. I mean, he's been scoring penalties for us. So if he misses, I mean, you don't care. You don't want to say his technique of kicking. He's been scoring. So if he missed, I just feel like it wasn't the day. But at least when it's not your day, you take home a draw. You take home a draw. You don't take home a loss, and not a bad loss. I mean, Barca missing key players. So missing Barca's missing Rafinha, it's missing Yamal. They are two most important players. And Rashford is playing down with an injury too. International breaks is 2 weeks. Thank God. Um, Rashford is down too. I think he's gonna miss for England. Hopefully Yamal is back by then. Our goalkeeper situation, Cesny, Lucas Cesny, great last season, but I don't know. Every shot on target was on goal, but again, you don't want to blame him. If he has people coming through, what else can he do? He can't really do. And look at the goals that are scored in Barca. Apart from the penalty, the three goals were similar. The guys go through passes across goal. The guys go through passes across goal. The guys go through passes across goal. You're like, at one point, do we learn? At one point, do we learn? It seems like people are just, we don't have the quickest player. I thought Araujo was quick, but he's not. Is it that I don't know to play the high line? Probably. Yeah, it's 2 weeks, two defeat on a row, two painful defeat on a row, worse than the one on PSG. That's why I didn't even talk about the one on PSG because that defeat still hurts now. But we move on, Let's see. Hopefully, Yamal we get Yamal back. Hopefully, we get Rafinha back because we really need those two guys. We really, really do need those two guys. And Fermin Lopez, as I say, Fermin Lopez and Omo when they start, you don't know what you can get. But then when they come off the bench, they're amazing. They're amazing players. Um, yes, that is it. We have an international break coming up. I don't know, is it 2 weeks or so? Then we'll go. Hopefully, Barca will pick up from, will pick up form, will pick up energy, will pick up steam. We'll revisit one or two things. I was looking at Flick said in his press conference that players are not supposed to they go. It's not the system; it's the players' mistake, and it was the mistakes. It was just the mistakes. I mean, there are a lot. If you want to start touching, it's a lot. It's a lot. But there are players that we have to look at. We can't just be closing our eyes on them. We have Araujo. We have Omo. Omo was disaster. De Jong wasn't having his best game. Pedri had two people chasing him. The one time was open, he gave an amazing pass. They just had someone chasing Pedri all game. They didn't bother about the ball, just chasing.